Greetings, y'all. It's me, D. Today is a Saturday. It's a kind of overcast Saturday afternoon in July. I'm here at my spot. We're gonna do another episode. Doesn't seem like the right word. I'm having one though, huh? Yeah, well, that's why I'm out here. Tennis is the cure for episodes, so obviously we can't call this an episode even if I am having one. It's a session. It's a session, okay? It's a session of, well, fuck it. It's an episode because the show is really called Tennis as a Martial Art. That's the show, right? Well, the name of the channel is Two Fisted Tennis. So you got the Two Fisted Tennis, that's the channel, right? The name of the show is Tennis as a Martial Art. And okay, at least one of the spin-offs, I might as well just leap in right here because here's where we're at, is learning to play with two hands. Or both hands if you prefer, unless you have more than two hands, then you could narrow it to two and find something else to do with the leftover hand or hands. So learning to play with both hands, but that's kind of clunky, it's kind of long, it needs to be abridged. Abbreviating it to learning to play, and then we can call it LTP. Every episode, LTP, that's the umbrella. Right now, I should probably just bow and say, I am Ball Hopper. You heard of Grasshopper from the Kung Fu series? I am Ball Hopper. Okay, I'm here to, I'm not here to instruct you so much as I am here to learn, okay? I'm learning, and what I'm doing is I'm bringing you, one version, the one you're watching, of my learning experience. There's a lot that I've already learned, and all that I've already learned has brought me to square one. And that's where I want to start today. I want to start at square one. There's somebody walking their dog over there. I'm kind of looking this way like I'm weird. And I think he's weird, but that's okay. I'm just going to go on and nothing's happening. The dog is barking at me. Now there's another person. There's another person that's equally colorful in a different way. And also looking at me. Well, they actually look at me like I'm normal, and that makes me feel even weirder. So, how do you learn to play with two hands? Same way you do anything. Same way you learn anything. You learn by doing. Learning is doing. They are the same. And that is why we can do something day after day, time and time again, and every time we come out, it's day one. It's always day one. What I'm going to do is actually get a little bit loose, like I said, and I might as well keep the camera on because why not? I might say something fascinating, or I might do something fascinating, or hey, why not both? Okay, so let's, when you look into the world of tennis, you are, especially when you watch this show, also looking into the world of filmmaking. You see, we could do a study on how the very video you're watching is getting made, but you're kind of watching it get made as it's getting made, because what you do is you turn on the camera, you shoot the whole thing, and let's say you even want to, you're not trying to do a short, you might not want all the footage you got, but you shoot the whole thing and you can trim away anything that is just like, I don't know, I wouldn't say not necessary, because what's not necessary in life isn't at all necessary. But I don't know. This is also about indulging yourself in your own proclivities, your own taste, your own penchant for how you want a thing to be, like a forehand or a backhand slice, or a project that you're working on, like a short film, or a political campaign, or I don't know, a new airplane engine design for high altitude. Well, what other kind of airplane would you have except for a fucking high altitude one? Okay, well, see, okay, the way we play on this show is you hit everything back. The objective is just to hit it back. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be on the first or second bounce. It doesn't have to be well, if it's rolling, sometimes you have to pick it up. But if it bounces twice, thrice, if it bounces off the ceiling, if it bounces, fuck it. It feels good. It feels good to be out here. Come on. There we go. There we go. So you find your flow. Not work. It's never work. I am suggesting, for our purposes really early on in all of this, using a lower strung racket. This racket, this Babolat, it's kind of high strung. It's kind of like, it's a go-getter. It's like, I'm going to hit it into tomorrow. And I'm not trying to do that right now. I'm trying to actually keep it right here, all in my space. Kind of, our goal is more on like letting it come to us, I think. And I'm going lower impact on the ball. I'm going slower impact on me. Wilson here has been through it and is a champ and is laid back, okay? I'm going to use Wilson, and what I'm going to do, because there's no place better for me to do this exercise, let's make sure we're still filming, is I'm going to use this panel. It so happens when I first started playing with two hands, I only had a panel about this big. It wasn't here, it was somewhere else, because I got to tell you, in Santa Fe, a flat wall with a flat surface is a real and a strangely unusual commodity, okay? So you hit where you can. That's a good rule. Hit where you can. No matter where it is, hit where you can. And if it's a fucking weird, funky place, even better. Okay? You'll grow faster. You really will. Now, this is simple. I'm not going to get too technical about anything. It's not a technical thing. Feel free to start out with your right hand, and then there's a lot of emulation. Just kind of emulate with your right hand or your left hand. Whereas they dominant or less dominant, the truth is they're equally dominant. Okay, neither is dominant, and that's what we're doing. We're bringing out balanced dominance and like the whole body, and you can't do that without the whole spirit, the whole mind, and that's what we're going for. But it's not a pressure thing, okay? It happens naturally, and I don't know, to me, tennis greases the wheels and allows you to actually feel that process. And what you want to do, you want to go easy. You don't want to have shorts hanging down over your knees, because the catch on your knees, and then you can't be as flexible. So you're just keeping it close. At the beginning, the objective is just to do that. Take it on the bounce. Take it on the bounce. Take it on the bounce. That's all you're doing. And if you can do that with your right hand, it might not feel completely natural, but what you find is you can do it with your left hand. Now, if you're left-handed, what you'll find is it might not feel completely natural, but you can do it with your right hand. Now, as for switching back and forth between the two, that's a whole other thing. It's all the same thing, and it takes time, and it takes experience. It takes they call it practice. Remember, practice is just doing. And this is about repetition. And it's about meditation. It's about learning to focus in. And it's not, maybe at first, necessarily even about too much body motion, but I never want to take body motion out of it, because you know what? The more I play, the more I'm learning that body motion is so much of the game, which is exciting because it's not just your arms and it's not just your hand-eye coordination. It's your whole person moving through this flood of energy. And if you got, it may be more convenient to have a bigger spread than this and some ability to move. In fact, I would never poo-poo that no matter what. If you got the ability to move around, feel free to invest your whole body. Feel free to do whatever feels free. That's always good advice. And feel free to not do it perfect, whatever it is, because if you're doing it, hey, I just figured this out. If you're doing it, you fucking are doing it perfect. And don't stop, okay? Don't stop. There's all this shit out there in the world that like says, stop to you. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Don't stop. Keep doing what you're doing. You know? What you're doing is good. What you're doing will keep you alive, and it'll bring wonderment and joy to others. And even if it doesn't, who fucking cares? I'm gonna get mixed reviews on this inspirational speech. I have mixed feelings, okay? You're not the only one with mixed emotions. You're not the only one. Is it a sail? A sail? A sailing? Adrift? Oh. Let's see if we're even still filming. Part of the hopes we're not. And be like, oh, mercy. Wow, we're still going. Fun tips that I can throw in along the way while we're all out here. This is an aside. It's good to film yourself. I've learned that recently. I was able to watch the footage that I had taken and confirm what I already knew. But when you get confirmation, it's kind of like learning, because it's like, oh, well, then it really soaks in for the first time. I got to watch my body language with the racket, and here's tips. I don't like that terminology so much as what works for me is this is a weird. I always say tips that I wish people would give me, because I don't mind taking tips. I'm not so comfortable giving tips. Here's a tip, because you might already fucking know this for one thing, or you might find that, at least in your experience, it's a complete bunch of bullshit. But what I like to do is make sure you can never feel your armpits touching themselves. Okay? That's a great tip. If you can feel your armpits touching themselves, you're too close to yourself. You need to spread out. And it opens up your whole body for really conducting the energy in the right way one thing that I was doing, I could feel it. I was way too pinched on my left hand. Like my elbow tended to stay in, and that might be a confidence thing. But if you find that you're a little too tucked like that, really you're gonna lose a lot of leverage. Leverage comes from the swing, and it really comes from the openness of your whole body. So if you're all scrunched in, spread out. Tree branches growing up, growing away from the tree itself. But you're not a tree. You can move, and you want to. So, I'm still learning control. There are so many different facets. There's no limit, really, and there's no sense in being divisive of the many facets, because it's one living process, and you can feel it as it's happening and pursue it because it feels good. Well, okay, I don't know what that was. That was a little fucking crazy fucking dance step to close the show. Okay, ciao for now, y'all. Rock and roll.